All this week, as we draw near to Halloween, I'll be sharing macabre stories from history. Oliver Cromwell is one of those historical figures that the British either love or loathe. His legacy remains divided, and eventually, so was he. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. First, a little context. The English King Charles I ascended to the throne in 1625 and immediately began butting heads with Parliament. Charles believed in the divine right of kings and didn't like anyone questioning his right to do as he pleased. This had the effect of rendering him a tyrannical monarch to most of his subjects. When he married a Catholic and refused to support Protestant causes, the Puritans and other reformed religious groups turned on him. In 1642, England was plunged into a protracted civil war. Long story short, Charles lost that war, was tried, convicted, and executed for high treason in 1649. What happened next is a little bit of history that most of my fellow Americans are unaware of. Parliament abolished the monarchy and declared England a Commonwealth Republic. England was governed by Lord Protector Oliver Cromwell, a Puritan soldier who led the Parliament's forces to victory in the Civil War and signed Charles's death warrant. From 1653 to 1658, he strengthened England's army and navy, created important treaties with neighboring nations, and advanced religious tolerations for Protestants and Jews. But he also restricted Catholic expression and brutally crushed resistance in both Ireland and Scotland. So, to my point up top, to some he was a brave reformer, and to others a cruel dictator. After Cromwell died in 1658, he was buried with full honors in Westminster Abbey. His son Richard briefly succeeded him, but Richard lacked anything like political or military ambition, and the new regime soon collapsed. The monarchy was restored in 1660. So, what was the point of that history lesson? Just so that I could tell you this. After the monarchy's return, Cromwell's body was exhumed and he was posthumously put on trial. Found guilty of treason, he was hung, drawn, and quartered. His head was cut off and placed on a spike atop what we now refer to as the Houses of Parliament, a warning to anyone else who might try to stand against the monarchy again. His head remained there on public display for 25 years. A storm finally knocked it loose, and it was then passed through various private collectors for more than 300 years, a morbid curiosity in traveling shows and museums. In 1960, it was finally buried at Cambridge, where Cromwell had studied. Stay curious, my friends.